How are you? Good.
So how about we ask them, say, I am Tamannaah, say hi Tamannaah everybody!
Hello, hello, my lovely people. I'm so excited to be here with you. We're going to have a fun afternoon and some amazing conversations.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
You know, this looks like a great moment with everyone in the frame and I can't help it, but I want to take a selfie right away. Can I have your phone? Sorry? No, can I have your phone? I think this is the perfect moment for all of us to take a selfie with everyone right now. I have not seen so many of them right now. Come, please join us. Okay, this is going to be one great selfie. Can we have our photographers on board? Okay. Everybody please raise your hands and make some noise. Okay, this camera has not captured the best photo, but here.
Hello.
I like how everybody's giving so much love to Tamannaah right now.
It's just lots of love to each and every one of you. Hello guys. Hello. Nice to meet you. All the best to everyone. Hi. Yes. Hello. How are you today? Feeling good?
All right. So, you know, we'll all get a chance to do that later. Tamannaah, it's
I'm
time
doing well.
to go and have a lovely conversation.
All the best. Lots of love. Lots of love. First of all, I really want to thank Flipkart for inviting me to this Glam Fest, because this is such an amazing initiative that you guys have made, and it's definitely going to be the revolution in the whole creative aspect of how content creation is going to be happening from here on. And I love the fact that apart from being the first few players to begin with in this sector, you also are always the first person to take the plunge, take that, that chance of moving how people are eventually going to enjoy commerce with connection.
Yeah.
And also just enjoy this entire space of creating for eventually all the consumers to be able to experience. So yeah, thank you. I'm very, very appreciative of the fact that you guys are making the first move.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for your kind words. I think you've lit up the house. So
Okay, so I'm going to start the conversation.
But yeah, jokes aside, I think we are living in an era where change is happening much faster than before. And Gen Z especially, it's a learning for me. I have 2 Gen Z daughters and my office is full of Gen Z people. So Gen Z people is a sort of
I mean,
like a different tribe only.
Yeah, like the way you're saying it also feels like a different time.
But it's a fun tribe to be part of the industry. And just 2 things I want to call out, which we see as Plum, that Gen Zs think differently. One is about genuine connections. Even in the world of social media where you're not meeting that person, there's some connection that's happening. That's quite incredible to see, and we've seen it over the years. And the other thing is authenticity in everything that they see. So they need to know why something is working and not just be told that it is working. So the why behind it, whether it's a clinical test, whether it's an ingredient, whether it's somebody endorsing it, it all needs to sort of fall in place. So there's a lot of reasoning that goes up. It's not just what I see and I just like something.
Yeah, sure.
Exciting.
It's exciting, absolutely it is. My question, Tamannaah, is that you're right at the heart of digital revolution right now. And how do you see this landscape changing? How are your followers evolving? Have you seen some change? What are their expectations? And are you reinventing any new kind of approach?
It's actually a very interesting time to be alive, because I think it's like you have no option but to put your most authentic self ahead, and it's very daunting to do that. It's extremely scary because back in the day I don't know how many people were even that honest to their friends or family, और अब तो हमको ये साइड अपना पूरी दुनिया को दिखाना है. So I think what technology has done, and as much as there's a section that might demonize it, but actually it's gotten us to get over our own fears around being ourselves. Now being yourself is celebrated. It's also the only way to connect. Like if I put up something that is my genuine experience, look like in the sense of whenever it comes to beauty and glam, whenever I put up something that's an actual experience, I see people responding to that with a lot more gusto than anything that's very curated or really made, with a lot of post-production. I don't think anyone cares for that. People want to know what is your actual takeaway, because essentially they are going to be making choices based on your experiences.
Right.
So, and the beauty is that at this point, especially when it comes to beauty and glamour, I think people are very informed. But now they want to know what's the texture of something, whether it suits them or not, whether it's meant for their skin type. So they're also very curious about many other aspects of things in the beauty game. So it's not I can't just package something and put it and say, "Are khareed lo." So I feel like it's also such an amazing time that we are putting our most authentic self forward, and also there's a genuine sharing happening. Like I'm actually able to put out my experiences and it's actually helping someone. So there are lots of pluses to this time, but it's also very daunting.
Why is it daunting?
Because it's interesting that at the end, it's only your experience.
Right.
It could differ for somebody else. So that window is always open.
Like maybe the criticism part you mean.
Yes, but I also think that the internet lets you do that. We are in that space where you can give your perspective, it can be your sharing, and hopefully it helps and benefits somebody. But yeah, a great time to put out your side of the story when it comes to anything related to beauty. And I keep putting out some nuskhas of whatever I've learned over a period of time. And in my case, for me, this is my everyday. Like for me, glamour is casual. Like I wear glamour very casually because I wake up in the morning with fully. I'm always and it's not like you're waking up with makeup, but you're still. It's a part of my DNA now, right? And it's not something I have to put on anymore.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting how I can kind of share that with my followers, and also with new equations. I feel like sometimes I post something that's completely something I haven't done at all in terms of beauty, and I find new people reacting to it. So it's also building community interesting time to be here and to be able to influence people in any capacity.
And we've always seen you be real, bold, and beautiful when you're online. Right, guys? Can we make some noise for Tamannaah? Can I hear some? Yeah. So we love you. Love to see you. Love to see what we're going to post today. Especially the selfie, probably.
You know, I have to tell you, you were talking about how you guys have changed, how the social approaches. My favorite post on your page is actually a girl giving her brother's photo a digital bath. It's my favorite video on Flipkart because I think it is genius. And I love the fact that everyone is allowed to just be themselves. Like she can't give, like her brother doesn't take a bath. So she gives his photo a digital bath.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the concepts that you guys are coming up with are absolutely next level and they're so entertaining. So हमको तो बहुत competition दे रहे हैं आप because अभी हमको बहुत अच्छा सोचना पड़ेगा entertain करने के लिए लोगों को.
आप हम पे बहुत प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं.
नहीं आप बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो already तो I'm getting inspired.
Talking about Flipkart, you know, there are so many exciting things happening, but it's excitement along with challenges together. So how is Flipkart adapting to keeping pace with this rapidly growing and changing times? Consumer behavior is changing, everything, and it's happening really fast. How you guys keeping up with this?
See, as a product leader and a technology leader, in my career, I think this is the most demanding generation. Most demanding generation. And we feel responsible for them. Right? And what you see is, when a lot of things that we do, for example, all the decluttered UX that you see, the revamp of the app, all these inline CLPs that we have, that's just one part of it. But I think as Tamannaah was talking about, I think I wanted to touch upon it. This humanizing aspect, right? The ways humans are now interacting with software, that has to fundamentally change. And part of what you see in live, short form videos, etc., we are allowing people to share their experience as is to a large audience. And in the process, yes, you will be able to access these products as well. So the human aspect of it is actually being enabled through technology. So that's what you see a lot coming up on Flipkart. And thanks for keeping the pressure on. Yeah, just keep it on.
What about you, Shankar?
I think the role of creators in the beauty industry, I've seen it evolve, I've seen it begin. It did not exist practically about 10 years back. It used to be brands preaching from pedestals. But as creators become more and more genuine, become more real about their experiences, become more expert with what they are doing because they're seeing a bunch of things that every consumer doesn't see in their lives. The role of creators in shaping the beauty industry has increased in importance every year. And the kind of creators who are doing well today in beauty are not just the beauty creators. We are having people coming from travel, cooking, comedy, all in some ways influencing beauty decision making and purchases. So all in all this actually adds to the color, the variety that beauty has to offer. You just look around, there's so much happening around you.
Yeah.
And it's not possible for one person to be able to do justice to all the aspects that are around you. So the variety that creators bring in is actually putting a lot of accent to the variety that brands bring. So again, very demanding times to be building, but also very exciting times also.
Absolutely, it's true. It is, demanding times and exciting times. I'm going to just put it that way, right? So now, everyone, we have something exciting happening. It has been an incredible journey so far, from reimagining shopping for Gen Z to leading the content revolution with live beauty streaming. But now it's time for something truly special. I think it's time we all get up. Yeah, we'll get up. I think this moment deserves a wake up right now. Okay, everybody. Flipkart is putting creators right at the heart of shopping experience with the groundbreaking new platform. Yes, the Flipkart Creator Hood. This is designed to empower creators to connect deeply with shoppers, craft rich and authentic content, and redefine what influence and engagement mean in commerce. All right, Ramesh, could you share some insights around what this means to creators. Because I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, so as I was talking about this, right, I think behaviors are changing, consumer experience and expectations are changing. So one of the things we are launching today is something called a content creator hood,
Yes.
which is essentially all content creators will be able to register on Flipkart, be able to create their profile, be able to share your experiences with products on Flipkart, go to all the masses and be able to generate excitement. Along with it, I think we are also very committed to making a content creators can actually earn a livelihood on Flipkart. I think that's the ecosystem that we're trying to build, which is the ability for, again, enabling technology, but enabling content creators to use this technology to reach a wider audience
Right.
and share their experiences.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do.
All right, so it's time to launch it. Are we excited? You know,
Yes.
I had a chance to speak to the Flipkart team, and everybody told me that, oh, Angela, this is the next big thing, and they gave me an insight to what was going on, and they showed me the creator hood. And guys, you have to try it. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, Tamannaah, would you officially do the honors and launch the creators hood?
I am so honored to launch Creator Hood. Flipkart, should we do it?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Where are the Flipsters? Come on, make some noise. What time?
Woohoo! But that's not enough, guys. Keep making that noise right now. We have the Flipkart Creators Hood. Take a look on the screen right there. All right. Is it okay if we play the video one more time? Yeah? All right. So this is the Creators Hood. Are you excited for it, everybody? Yes? Yes?
So Creator Hood बोल दिया, but what is Creator Hood? Let's get into it. Basically, of course, the whole idea of the whole idea for Flipkart is that they want to create community, connection, and content, which eventually leads to the marketplace not just being commoditized, but something that actually helps the creators. So, content creators will do exactly what they love to do, which is create content authentic to them. But now they get to be partners with Flipkart, and they work with Flipkart to create content for them, for the products that exist on Flipkart. And if the content that they are making actually translates into sales, then they get validated for it. Am I right, sir?
Bang on.
Bang on,
Right?
right.
So it's amazing for creators because Flipkart is becoming absolutely self-reliant, and to be honest, any kind of independence comes with people complementing each other, and here it happens to creators. So yeah, it's this amazing revolutionary time for creators to actually monetize what they love doing, what they're passionate about, and actually put it into commercial value.
So well said, Tamannaah. I think now everybody has a greater idea of what's going to happen. I think since Tamannaah knows it so well, how about we get her first? Yeah, to do one of these.
I should be am I the first creator?
Yeah,
Flipkart?
yeah, you are.
Can I be?
I don't think you'll be the first creator. There are already creators on it.
Like, for
But
this-
you'll-
for the creator
for the
hood.
new one, yes.
New
Yes.
creator hood.
Yes. Why not? Why not?
Why not? That would be exciting.
If any of your creators, please go back to that content creator hood and please register yourself on Flipkart if possible. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Now, thank you, Ramesh. Thank you, Shankar. Thank you, Tamannaah, for sharing your insights. And thank you all, my content creators, everyone for being with us over here. Please make sure you go and check out the Flipkart, creator hood. And here's future where creativity meets commerce in the most exciting ways. Enjoy the rest of the Glam Up Fest 2025 and don't forget once again to take a look at the Flipkart Creator Hood. Please make some noise for these guys right now. Come on everybody. These are amazing, amazing people. Come on, thank you so much. Alright, let's get some photographs. Enjoy yourselves everybody. We'll be back with some more launches right here. You know, Tamannaah, I have a request from one of our photographers saying that they wanted a selfie with you right now. Yeah? But this time we want an exciting selfie with the last one. Guys, can we have our photographer here? But everybody has to come this side so we can get a nice photograph with all of you, okay? But this time we have to make some more noise. Make sure the Glam Up Fest is completely filled with your energy over here. You ready? You ready? Tamannaah, this is your spot. Oh, wow. Yeah? Okay. Oh, God. I think you guys need to be on this side. All right, Tamannaah, I'm already getting photographs with you guys. This is a perfect selfie. Make sure you go ahead and post it online. Make sure it's part of your reels and we will see you online, everybody. All right, Tamannaah. I think your team is waiting for you backstage.
और that really pushed me towards finding beauty solutions, finding glamour solutions, which actually made me feel connected, comfortable, and just made me feel more of myself. So what Flipkart has come here with is extremely revolutionary, क्योंकि ना ही वो लाइव कॉमर्स के 100 आवर्स लोगों को दिखाने वाले हैं. Am I right, sir? 100 hours of
Just keeps growing.
it just keeps growing, right? And also they've launched something really interesting, which is called content creatorhood, which I think is again something that is going to make Flipkart really self-reliant and independent, because they are channeling their power to actually work with the creators to help creators do what they love the most, which is create content, but in a way that they can actually make commercial use out of it. And this wonderful collab that they are doing with creators is so symbiotically beautiful, क्योंकि वो creators की मदद करता है, क्योंकि वो अपने काम और अपने passion को commercialize कर सकते हैं, और Flipkart को create कर सकता है बहुत ही talented, original और authentic influencers के साथ. So yeah, it's a win-win that they've come up with an idea that's an absolute win-win, and I'm so excited कि उन्होंने मुझे चुना आज ये बात आप तक पहुंचाने के लिए, because I think somewhere मैं भी लोगों के साथ सीख ही रही हूँ. मुझे भी actually to be honest इसके पहले I didn't know what is like live content creation, what is that entire format, but जैसे कि audiences भी knowledge पा रही हैं ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स के द्वारा. इवन एक्टर्स आर लर्निंग एवरी सिंगल डे. ऐसा नहीं है हमें सब कुछ आता है, हम भी सीख रहे हैं. एंड इनफैक्ट ये सीखना और वक्त को अपनाना, हर वक्त कुछ नया आता है और हमें उसे अपनाना पड़ता है. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट इज़ द फन, एंड इट्स ऑल्सो वेरी स्टिम्युलेटिंग. यू नो, you feel excited every morning to do something. So thank you, Ramesh sir, for always being the first person into it and creating such amazing.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We would love to have you do a live stream on Flipkart.
I would love to do
We'll
that.
figure out how to make it happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. हाँ जी.
तमन्ना जी को आपने यहाँ पर बुलाया, इनका ग्लैमर हमें बाहर देखा. तमन्ना जी वन से इनकी पॉपुलैरिटी आपने जो कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आपके शब्दों से?
No, I think
माइक के पास
one is, we are very happy to have you here. I think you bring a lot of energy to the and inspiration to the crowd. I think you are very pretty, very beautiful. I think in the entire India deserves to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we are providing a platform for all the content creators to actually share their experiences with the entire world.
Absolutely.
And people can actually pick up these products that work for them. So we are very happy to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you.
मैम आप काफ़ी लोगों को इंस्पायर करते हो, आपको कौन इंस्पायर करते हैं सबसे ज़्यादा?
I think मैं एक ऐसे दौर में हूँ अपने लाइफ के कि I am just trying to find ways of expressing my true voice, because I think वो ही कहना सबसे मुश्किल होता है और वो ही actually लोगों तक पहुँचता है. So I am also in that journey where I think I've really looked more inward for inspiration, and I'm really enjoying that.
Tamannaah, what do you have to say
Your last question.
जी.
influencer culture, which is burgeoning all across the world right now?
Yeah.
And this event itself is the biggest witness to that.
Yeah.
And a lot of factors have taken a stand at Cannes also about how influencers are working together with actors.
You know what I love, what I truly love, is I am an actor. That is my first entry into being a public figure. But what I love about the times that we are in today is that it is democratizing the ability to be an influencer, the ability to be a celebrity. Today it's not, I mean, I didn't have any background, but I made my way up and became an actor, reached people's hearts. But for people who don't want to be actors, who are not largely performers, actors, they also today can be celebrities, influencers, can put their voice across to people, which actually helps people. So I love the fact that we are democratizing it, and actually I don't feel competitive around it. I actually feel like what is the point of it all if there is no community building? This time and age is actually giving us a chance as human beings to create communities. And it's our responsibility as an actor, as a film personality to actually support that, because it brings a lot of livelihood to a lot of people. And I think a lot of people deserve that, and this is a great opportunity to do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I have a fashion icon at the moment. I don't have a fashion icon at the moment, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, it's about to get very, very interesting. Enjoy yourselves. Priyanka, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible? I'm not audible. Yeah? Am I audible?
Say yeah.
Am I visible? No. Okay, the mic also revolted. Okay, alright. Beauty lovers, are you so excited about this particular session? We have Tara, we have Varun, we have Manjari. Manjari, you're looking sexy, as always. Varun, you're looking dapper.
Thank you.
And Tara, you're looking like an angel. Okay, some compliments for me, maybe later. Backstage, yeah?
I
We
feel
are...
like skincare's diversity guy.
Oops, no. Yes, we definitely need that voice, always.
Thank you for having us as part of this.
Thank you so much, thank
We
you.
adopted it recently, but we're going to be heavy users of the category in the long term.
Perfect, perfect. No, absolutely. 400 million Gen Zs, yeah? 100 million e-commerce shoppers, and 70% of them already shopping on Flipkart. That's the kind of power the Gen Zs hold. And today, this particular panelist group will be able to decode the beauty for our Gen Z consumers. That's what I'm particularly excited about. We are living in very interesting times. Our beauty regimen is actually shorter than the name of the ingredients. Hyaluronic? Okay, thanks. I think I did a good job there. Stringing together all the different vowels and making it sound very stylish. Yeah? But yet, at the same time, did you know for Gen Zs, their dermatologist is not a doctor. It's their creator. They go to the creator, they go to their influencer to get the right advice for their beauty regimen. So with that, let me actually start off with a very quirky data point for all of you. Did you know that actually Gen Zs are driving a trend which is ingredient first? So they are not searching by a particular brand, but when they want to search for a beauty product, they're actually searching it via the ingredient. And almost 60 to 70% of the Gen Zs actually do that. Now with that, let me open up the fireside chat. Let me come to Manjari. Yeah? Yes? So from natural DIYs, Manjari, and turmeric face packs to AI-powered skin tools and personalized routines, beauty has evolved fast, right? But in your view, what has been the most defining shift, according to you, in the consumer behavior in the last decade? And most importantly, any change in the behavior or the preference that really caught you by surprise and for good?
Thanks for that question, Priyanka. Very insightful question, I must say. I think 10 years is a very, very long time when you look at beauty's world. If I were to compare 2 years back to now itself, there is a lot that has changed. Earlier, for beauty advice, we would go to a shop, beauty advisor, they would talk us through what our skin type is, what should be using, to now where consumers are very happily searching online, are looking at their influencers to give them advice, have their following, they are very well versed with what they need. Like you very rightly said, right, it is not about standard searches on our platform anymore. People are not searching for shampoo, but they are searching for very, very direct ingredients. They are searching for brands that are associated with the ingredients. So they know what they want. It's also mixed with a lot of technology-driven personalization. We all know each individual is different. Varun's need is very different from Tara, your need. How do we customize and personalize that need and serve it to that user is the shift that e-commerce organizations have brought in place. We are able to look at what do you want. We've customized our searches in a manner that you get to your searches much faster. We are also building this creator universe which will allow us to connect the brands, the consumers and the creators so that they have what they want for their skin type. So I think yes, a lot changing and this is just the beginning. I think there is so much more to see.
Oh, absolutely. Very well said and articulated. Let me come to Varun. Varun, what do you think?
So, my view is that if you have to look at this evolution, you have to see it from how, not only how beauty market is evolved, but more importantly, how consumers have evolved. And if you look at India, we used to be single bathroom households to multiple bathroom households, from joint families to nuclear families. And that has a strong impact on how we consume new brands. We used to have family consumption of personal care. Personal care was actually family care in India. Right? Yes. You'd buy one large shampoo and everyone would use it. Right? You'd buy one large face wash, everyone would use it. Right? Over time, because of this individualization, the need for having brands to serve your different sort of desires started to come up. And e-commerce gave that space to brands for crafting these and serving these evolved consumers. And that's how this sort of journey started, where sharper propositions could take shape. And of course, the big connect for and breakthrough for that journey was social, where you're not just connected to the influencers who are talking about and teaching you about something, right? But also connected to the world. Right? There is democratization of education that started to happen. Before that, brands had to invest in category education. There was no way to educate the consumer why you need skincare, why you need sunscreens, what are actives. Now there is a channel where they educate all the time. Right? Forget about their brand recommendations, but skincare influencers would talk about just pure category education, why you need something, which was not existing and which has led to a lot of proposition creation. And I think it'll just keep getting sharper and keep sort of moving in that direction.
Absolutely, I think very well articulated. One bathroom versus multiple bathrooms, and each bathroom actually has a tale to tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a telltale. Perfect. In fact, talking about the different kind of trends which are emerging, my team, Kajal and Ankur, they were actually sharing some very interesting insight. Gen Zs now, they want to smell like a cake. They want to smell like a donut. They want to smell like vanilla. Yeah, and I think the list is long. Apparently this trend is called gourmet perfume. And actually this trend has crossed 12 million views globally. So it is not a joke. It is right here for us to tap on. So with that, let me
understand we have a product in Aqualogica called the Vanilla Body Mist. And it sells like hotcakes. Right?
I'm definitely buying that even though I'm not a Gen Z. I want to believe I am. So with that, let me come to you, Tara. Many of us grew up with beauty routines which have been passed on from our mother, grandmother, etc. But now we see routines that are minimalist, they're clinical, and they're very surgical. Yeah? How have consumer expectations changed, particularly especially the Gen Z? And are we seeing the rise of a more educated, result-driven consumer, or still there is room for ritual and emotion for them?
I think we're at a phase in time in every sector really where there's the best of both worlds. I think there's always going to be a certain amount of nostalgia attached to certain beauty products. For example, when we were growing up and we'd go and hug our nani or our dadi, and you had a specific scent that your nani and dadi used to smell like. That's attaching nostalgia, and that idea I don't think ever leaves any sector really, beauty or otherwise. So I think there's the best of both worlds, because today, as you said and as we've been talking about it, there's so much knowledge in comparison to, I would say, even the late 90s or early 2000s when I was growing up. There was a very specific amount of knowledge that we had. I think the accessibility and availability of products and so much that has come in, I would say, over the last 10 years, and it's only going to grow so much more, obviously. I think that has really changed the game, but that doesn't take away from the natural sort of attachment and idea of beauty that we had growing up. I think it's only getting better. We're going from strength to strength. There's a lot more inclusivity, I think, which was much needed in beauty and skincare. I'm very, very proud to be associated with brands that stand by that. So I think there's always going to be the best of both worlds now, because I think in the last 5-7 years, if not more, there's been a rise in in all of these things in the beauty market. So I think, yeah, best of both worlds.
When I hear you, you reminded me of Nani ke nuske, Dadi ke nuske, and they still are so relevant.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well said. Thank you so much, Nara. So let me come back to you, Varun. So here's something I have noticed personally, which is now people are no longer searching or buying for moisturizer. Yeah, they're asking for, okay, these are complicated words. Let me not go with my memory. I'm going to read this. Niacinamide, ceramides, peptides. Have I pronounced them correctly? I have to go to the expert. Almost like beauty pharmacists, yeah? Have you seen this shift to ingredient first beauty, and how do brands respond to that? Your experience?
So yes, there has been an active shift to ingredient first beauty. But that shift is not just limited to actives. In fact, even in naturals, right, there is a shift to ingredient first beauty, right? I mean, like for our natural brand Mamaearth, it's rice face wash, right? Or a Multani Mitti face wash, or the masks in Upton, right? They're also ingredient first, right? I think beauty till a couple of decades ago was black box in nature, right? Where brands would say, okay, this is a radiance cream, right? Don't ask me what's in it, right? And that is what consumers wanted to break away from. They said, hey, I need to know what is in it, right? Which is the reason for me to believe, right, that it will deliver what it needs to deliver. Right? And I think that revolution has been continuous, right? Both in clinical side as well as in nature side. Right? But I would absolutely agree with Tara that the world is not black and white; it lives in grey. Right? There are all kinds of consumers out there. Right? While the trends of actives is hot, right? But remember, the first mention of beauty and beauty recipes in this country is 5,000 years old. Right? It is mentioned in Charak Samhita, right, as part of the Vedas. Right? And that is how old cultural relevance of beauty is. Right? And hence things which are culturally relevant, right? There'll always be space for that, for that cultural nuance, for the ingredients which belong to your country, which will always sort of remain relevant for ages, right? And which is something that we bet equally on. So if we bet on actives, we have our heart and nature, which is Mamaearth, right? Which continues to bring the best out there.
Varun, in fact, very well said. That reminds me of another trivia that I have, which is we saw that there is a 33x increase in searches for surma, which is something our nanis and dadis used to make at home, not buy from the market. 33x searches which are happening on Flipkart. In addition to that, we always talk of scents, fragrances, but consumers are actually searching for ether. And there is another trend apparently, my team called out, which is called smell maxing. Have you heard of smell maxing?
No, tell us about it.
Yeah, I know something which you don't know. Basically, it is all about the layered scent.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of mixing and figuring out the more individuality of yourself, and then creating a scent profile other than the Instagram profile.
Are you layering what the smell maxing is taking away something that I learned?
Thank you. But what do you think, Manju? Would you like to add to that?
Completely agree with what Varun is saying. If you see, and going back to what we were saying, how people have evolved. Consumers know what they want. They are very, very well researched. I think it is coming from decade-old experience of our Dadi Nani also, which is to do with active ingredients. We all know coconut, we all know rice, we all know how these ingredients at home our Dadi Nani used to make and give to us, right? So we know the efficacy of these ingredients, and on the other side, these are these active ingredients. And honestly, for the consumers, they are not fancy words. They are well researched. Their credibility is added onto it by the influencers who go deeper, try and make sense of the complexity of the active ingredient there is. So there is a lot of awareness that's entered into this entire horizon, which is why you see very, very specific searches, because I know for my skin, which is dry, I would like to use this, and hence to be able to do that, let me go search for that on the platform. There is education happening across social media, general knowledge on platforms like Flipkart, where people come and understand what is the best fit for your skin. No individual is the same, and hence I need the customized solution for myself.
Yeah. In fact, internet, social media, and Flipkart is democratizing awareness about these ingredients. Perfect. Let me come to Tara with that. So let's talk about influence. Now I obviously cannot not talk about with you sitting next to me. We are seeing a massive shift where young consumers actually turn to creators to discover what to buy. How has this creator-led culture changed the rules for brand building according to you?
I think it's a very interesting time in the business. I think as someone myself, I endorse beauty and skincare brands myself. And it's a very interesting time. I think it's wonderful to be part of a generation that is so aware and mindful of what they're putting out. I follow some fantastic content creators on Instagram myself, and I'm learning so much as I go. Beauty, fashion, lifestyle, these are things that have always fascinated me growing up. And of course now it's a part of something that I do in my work. I feel like it's wonderful, even friends of mine who are not content creators are very, very clued into what works for our skin. Like I said, when we were growing up, it was such a different time. I think the availability of information was just not there. There was very little that we knew, and we did our best with that, of course, and it was a wonderful time too. Very simple, sweet time. But I think it's fantastic that the youth is so clued in, so interested in knowing. Also, sustainability is something that comes into play here, and I'm very proud of the fact that my generation is one that takes that very seriously and cares very much about the earth and the environment, and adds that into content creation as well. I'm following a lot of people that talk about this and that sort of put this into their work as well. So I think it's something I'm very proud of, and I'm very happy to be here to talk about this actually, because I've been endorsing a beauty brand for some time now, and I'm very proud of the work that we do. And it's just a very exciting time as someone from the youth to just be here to talk about that. So thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. It's our pleasure. In fact, I'm just wondering, so many hot people sitting on the stage, okay, and there is no fire? So let's have rapid fire. Yeah? Okay. So I have 4 statements. What we will do is we'll start like this and then we'll go like this. Alright? Okay, perfect. Either a word or a phrase. But no thinking time. Whatever comes top of mind. Yeah? Alright. One trend you can't get enough of right now.
I think the glass skin look.
Perfect.
Actives.
Tara.
I have to say glass skin as well, because I'm kind of like going with that look right now.
Perfect. Yes, clearly. So we'll start from there. One beauty habit you wish people would let go of.
Leaving their DIYs in fridge for like 48 hours. they catch microbes. Contamination.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yes, we can do another. But what about you? The same thing. One beauty habit you wish people would let go of.
I'll go with water.
There is no fire here. There is like calm water
Buying
flowing.
small packs from Flipkart. They should all buy big packs. Huh?
Yes.
I owe you better delivery.
First, every time they buy, they should buy from Flipkart. And then when they buy, they should buy from
That's a very
And
good
they
beauty
should go
habit.
out and tell more people to buy from Flipkart.
And now you can get it in minutes.
One beauty product you would definitely like to have if stranded on a deserted island.
face wash.
Face wash,
Sunscreen, of course.
sunscreen.
I'm going to have to say lip gloss and moisturizer. I can't go with one.
Perfect. Varun, I'm coming to you. Is there a beauty trend you were skeptical about at first, but now you swear by?
Masking.
Okay?
Really bold like makeup. I think that's probably it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think advent of serums.
Serums. Okay. Fair enough. I will check with you why that, maybe backstage. But you know what? Before we get to the next module, this is the end of the fireside chat. We had fire, we had water. And safety first. Perfect. But after that incredible conversation, I'm also looking at my audience. And actually, I can spot a very interesting couple, an influencer couple. They are fitness and beauty enthusiasts. And let me, if I can just get up and come closer to them, and if somebody can please give them a mic. Yeah, I also have right there. You're there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have content creators, influencers, fitness and beauty enthusiast Murlidhar Pandey and Khushbu. Lovely Khushbu, thank you so much. A very quick question for you. Yes, absolutely. A very quick question for you. So, from ancient rituals to algorithm-driven regimens, from skinimalism, these are all tongue twisters, yeah, to creator-powered discovery and conscious consumers, beauty today is bold, smart, and deeply personal, yeah? But hey, we will hear it from you, okay? So you have to tell us, what is your view on how the creator-led culture is changing the rules of brand building? Murli and Khushbu, guys.
Thank you, Priyanka, for having us here. You and Flipkart. We are together. We are couple content creators. The power which or the influence which creators are bringing is not just strong, it is also structured. The young audience or the Gen Zs which you are saying, they are not looking into the content itself, they are deriving meaning from it, they are using it to decide which products to buy, right? Or deriving different kind of use cases, maybe some beauty routine or different kind of stuff. That's about the audience part. But as brand building or the brands who are coming in, there is a massive shift which we are seeing where earlier the legacy media or the mass media which used to be the main guys who were there, right now content creator based entities are also coming in. Authentic storytelling with comedy, fun or things like that. Sometimes it can outperform a multi-crore, campaign, right? If you ask me as a content creator and as a consumer, both, straddle in both roles. So we would say that, as a consumer, when I'm seeing, I'm looking forward to a person or the content creators who are bringing honesty, transparency, or they are taking responsibility while they are doing the ads, right?
So I do hear honesty, transparency, and authenticity. I think these are three very, very important words.
And when we are learning the role of a content creator, we are also trying to, bring that to our audiences.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for Murli and Khushbu. So with that, we come to an end to the fireside chat and one question from the audience as well. And what we have next is a lovely, lovely video which we have created for you, which will unfold some of the insights, consumer-centric insights, consumer-centric trends that we are observing at Flipkart through the search algorithm, what consumers are searching for, and trust you me, you're going to be really, really excited about this. So can we have the video, please? The much awaited thing here. Can I also please invite Kajal and Ankur, who have been tirelessly working on this report, on the insights.
Come join us here.
Ajay, this side.
Let's be in the center right now while we unwrap this. Oh my God, I'm excited.
Okay? Yes. Jonas?
Yes.
All right. While the unwrapping happens, that. Wow, there it is. The future of beauty is decoded right in front of your eyes. Can you please make some noise one more time? Come on. Now all of you can grab your coffees right outside the hall, dive into the data, explore the Gen Z consumers, and use these insights to build, influence, and glow. Enjoy yourselves, everyone. right outside the hall. Get to know the insights in detail. Now we're going to have a launch coming up very soon, so stay tuned, be around here. Hope you're getting some good reels, photographs and selfies. We'll see you back here. Thank you everybody for joining us. Enjoy yourselves at the Glamour Fest 25. Thank you. Thank you so much.
नहीं, तारा जी से अच्छा कोई हम लोग इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते.
Please call me Tara. Don't call me
Tara ji. I don't think we could have imagined anybody better than Tara to represent beauty, glam up, Flipkart, and all that we are talking about. We are talking about the new age change that we are making, and Tara, you
Thank
are at
you.
the cusp
How
of
sweet.
it. So
Thank
I
you.
think
Thank you.
we're really glad that we could associate with it.
Thank you so much.
It was all about fashion, it was all about
Beauty.
Tell us something about what's more important for you, beauty, fashion, and something like that.
She's come to a beauty event.
Yeah, I think all of it is very important, but of course, beauty plays a large part. I think everybody perceives beauty to be something very individualistic, intimate, and personal to everyone. It plays a large role, I think, in all of our lives in different ways. Inner beauty, exterior beauty, all very important. I'm very proud to be here to celebrate beauty this evening with Flipkart. Also very proud to endorse brands in beauty and skincare that represent, I think, true beauty.
Yes.
So just very happy to be here to celebrate that.
What makes you more beautiful?
Me, or you mean in general?
She's naturally very beautiful.
Yes.
No, oh God. I always say there's a phrase that my mom taught me, which is beauty is as beauty does, and I've incorporated that with a brand that I'm associated with, and I think that that's what real beauty is. Your actions sort of speak for what beauty you represent. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
सोलो तारा जी सोलो अंबानी मोबाइल पीछे तारा लुक सेंटर वेट
महेश भाई,
ए भाई यस ओ भाई
बैठ जा, आगे आने बैठ जा.
पैकअप हो गया अपने लिए नहीं है
Thank you everyone.
थैंक यू
It's an invite.